Hey guys, so welcome to the first Trick or Treat Tuesdays video. Today is a Vampire Diaries inspired vampire makeup look, and I really loved how this came out, and this is what I'm going to be for Halloween actually. So first I got these vampire fangs. They're actually called scarecrow fangs, and they just come in this little heart-shaped box, and they also have little capsules filled with powder and a liquid. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and twist the capsule open onto a surface that you don't mind getting dirty, and I just use the cap to the box, and then you're going to pour out all of the capsule powder, and then you're going to go ahead and put 3 drops of the liquid in, stir that, and then add another drop, and then stir that again. And the packaging says to use 1 capsule per tooth, but I find that 1 capsule is enough for both teeth. So I'm just stirring that together, and then I'm going to go ahead and just fill up the tooth. You want to make sure to cover both sides and make sure that you get enough into the little crevices. I will go ahead and link a video in the bottom bar below that I actually used to do this, because my version of it is not as clear as her version was, and I think that her version is a great version to learn from. So I will go ahead and link it in the description box below. But I went ahead and just used a little flat tool, which was actually a knife, and then I went and filled it. And like I said, you want to make sure to get both sides really goodly covered, because that's really going to make it stay on your teeth and have it mold correctly. So just go ahead and do that, and then I will show you the next step. As for putting the teeth in, you want to make sure to push down firmly, and these go onto your fangs. So push down really firmly and hold them for around 30 seconds, and then let them set for a minute, and after that you should be good to go. As for makeup, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and you just want to have a nice smooth canvas to work off of. So I'm using a stippling brush to go ahead and buff that into my skin. This way I have no blemishes showing, and yeah. So for this look, you actually need a little bit of darkness underneath your eyes, which is why I didn't go ahead and use a concealer or foundation as much underneath my eye area, because I wanted to leave that part dark. So after you have the foundation down, you just want to go ahead and set it with powder. I set it with the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder, and this is just a translucent powder. And you just want to set it lightly. You don't want to cake it on, because you definitely don't want your skin to look cakey. As for makeup, I already have one eye done, and I went ahead and took Barely Branded by Maybelline in the color Tattoos and just lightly put that on my lid as a base. And then next I'm going to go ahead and be using my Naked palette, and I went ahead and used the color Buck, and I first put that color into my crease just to create a little bit of definition, and then I will go in and darken that up. To darken it up, I went ahead and took Smog and Dark Horse, and I mixed these, and then I just focused this sort of on the outer part of my eye. I didn't really take it fully into the crease, and then I went ahead and took a purple, and I really did focus that in my entire crease, because that was the main pop of color I wanted to add to this look, and it added a really nice smoky touch. As for highlight, I just went ahead and used this matte cream colored eyeshadow from Lancome, and I just went ahead and took that on a fluffy brush and just blended that onto my brow bone as well as on the outer edges of the eyeshadow. Eyeliner, I used my Rimmel Kohl Taupe eyeliner, and this is a waterproof liner, and I just lined my upper and lower rims of my eyes with this, and I really love the color and how it added to the smokiness. Next for mascara, I'm going to go ahead and use the Metafit Therareal mascara, and you guys know how much I love this. It makes your lashes look amazing, so I went ahead and did that. If you want to, you can go ahead and apply some fake lashes. I did originally, but then I took them off because I didn't like the way that they looked with the eyeshadow, so it's all up to you. Now we are on to the actual part of making this look Vampire Diaries inspired. So I went ahead and took the Knock on Wood palette from Wet n Wild, and I took the darkest color, which is intended for the eyelid, and it's just a reddy brown color, and I went ahead and put that underneath my eye. And then I took a red eyeshadow from NYX. This is in the color Cherry, and it's very red, so you have to be careful with how much you put. And like I said, I'm just putting it messily underneath my eye and just sort of blending it with a blending brush as well, just sort of trying to get that color down and have that darkness. I'm going back and forth with both of these colors. You'll see that You may have to throughout the video or throughout doing this yourself. And then I went ahead and took a dark navy midnight blue color on an angled brush, and this is the color that I'm using to go ahead and just draw the lines. I really just did a random pattern. I wasn't following any template or anything like that, but basically you just want to do like lines and then lines fraying from lines. So if that makes sense, I think it's easier to watch than it is to explain, but hopefully you guys get the gist. Throughout the process, you definitely want to go back in and add some red, add some darker red. You just need to play with it, to be completely honest, because I did two completely different things for both eyes when I was adding more red or adding more of the darker red, so it's mainly just how it looks on your face. I went ahead and blended out the edges this way. They sort of blended into my skin and didn't look as harsh. And then I also went ahead and just used a big powder brush and just sort of dotted it this way. It looked a little bit more natural. And then I'm taking a Mauve Rose blush and just putting that on the sort of contour area of my face, actually. Just add a little bit of color, but not take away from the veiny eyes. And then for lips, I'm going to be using both 09 and 01 from Rimmel, and this is from their Kate Moss line. I'm putting 09 on the outer edges of my lips and then 01 in the middle, and this really does add a really nice color to the lips because you have the darkness of the purple red and then the bluish toned red in the middle, and it's just looks, I think it looks really nice. So like I said, I took 01 and added it to the middle, and I just really liked how this looked. And then I went ahead and used a lip brush to go ahead and blend those two colors together to make it look seamless. And that is the completed tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I absolutely am in love with this makeup. I cannot wait to wear it for Halloween. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. And I will talk to you guys in my next video, which will be on Saturday. Alright guys, bye!